Lord Fucky Fuck, we're finally here after trials and tribulation of the live streaming department. Let me tell you that we've had immense technical difficulties, no thanks to my goons here.
Don't sure blame us and not the site we're using.
I know, right? Well, it was partly the site, but hey. So that was fun. So we've got the usual, moi, Mr. Champ over here. We've got Johnny Boy, and of course, we got, yes, Hobo Malone. We've got ImperialJess here for a special guest, which I'm happy to have on, especially at the beginning of the episode, which I think you might have seen a couple times.
I've been in
Welcome.
chat and I've been here like once, but it's good.
Once, yes.
Yeah, once during that.
Yeah, you were here during the birthday stream. That's right.
Yeah.
He peeked in. Okay, well, this is good. So, I was on Helix's stream last night with Jess here, and we got into some interesting conversations about San Diego Comic-Con. So I figured, why not? Let's partake into the nerdum and talk about that a little bit. We're also going to be discussing a little bit of something that's going on with Fortnite right now, which I know John knows nothing about, but I think he's going to be angry, and I know Champ's angry, but we'll get into that. Netflix has done screwed the pooch again, but I want to hear people's opinions on this one. Some people will care, others won't. So, yes, it's going to be an interesting one. Before I get into that, how was everybody's weeks?
Oh, how was it?
I'm about to have a heart attack.
What?
Okay.
I'm about to have a heart attack because of all the bullshit.
Oh, you've been on Twitter all week.
Bingo!
Oh, I figured.
See, this is why you gotta go offline for, like... You gotta drive
Champ doesn't go offline. He lives online.
Gross.
Definitely not getting away from the computer anytime.
Well, yeah, I have gotten away from the computer. I mean, I did go see Top Gun.
Yes, he did. Okay, so I know he's not talking about it yet. What was that, Jess?
I said that was your first mistake. Anything with Tom Cruise is absolute garbage.
She doesn't like Tom Cruise.
I understand.
Top Gun's great, though. That second Top Gun's amazing.
It is kind of funny that he left one screen to trade for another one.
But here's Chap. You need to tell the audience exactly what is it. So you saw Top Gun 2, but you have not seen the original.
Not seen the original.
So here's what we're going to say, everybody. Mr. Action, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I'm glad you could be here. We need to get Champ to watch. Hello. And we need to get Champ to actually watch the first film so he can compare the differences. Because it's night and day, trust me. So we're not going to have him review it tonight until he sees the first film. So, in other words, it'll be a while, so we'll see you next year.
You don't know that.
Okay, I
Chip,
know you,
it took
though.
you the entirety of this year to even start to get you to watch The Evil Dead.
Welcome, Damien. This is true. Evil Dead franchise has taken him forever to watch, and he just watched only half of it.
That was because I used to be a complete puss, a complete pansy.
He hates horror movies, Jess. He's not a fan.
Well, now that I've been playing the Evil Dead video game, getting the shit scared out of me. Yeah, I'm just like, fuck it, about damn time.
He needs to watch the movies to know the terms of the Evil Dead game, so it'll help him. But it is quite fun watching Chad get jump scares in that game. I do enjoy it. It's quite fun.
Literally, when I get to turn the tables around, I'm just like, eat my fucking bitch.
Oh, great. Here we go. Here comes the pent-up rage. Robert, you can clip that for later. Embarrass him later. Thank you. So, yes, let's get on to the first topic of the evening. I don't know who wants to talk about what first, but I'm just gonna throw it at you and see how you respond. Think of it as like one of those emotional tests. and I just see which
I'm
triggers
ready.
you first. All right. The first doozy. The Fortnite controversy with the Anime Legends
thank-
pack.
I still don't know anything about this.
This is
Tactical
good.
nuke incoming!
This is good. Jess, do you know anything about this? It is all the rage on Twitter and Instagram and so on. People are not happy, which there's a very good reason. It's not like, it's unwarranted or anything. It's actually quite interesting. So when they promised Anime Legends, I think they made it very clear, or at least promised to a lot of people, and a lot of people thought they were going to have, old school anime characters from older anime that were classics, right? Little things. And it turns out it's not things like Cowboy Bebop characters, or Trigun, or Hellsing, Sailor Moon, or even, Dragon Ball Z is coming, so that's a good thing, right, champ?
Yes, Dragon Ball is coming.
So there is a positive.
We're getting
But
Goku, Vegeta,
It makes
and
sense that you would like
Yes.
it, champ. Bad Fathers, the show.
Anyway, so we have an article right here, and I'm going to pull it up. I want to see everybody's reaction to this, because when you hear Anime Legends, you would think, the classics, right? Oh, it's a doozy. Get ready for this one. So,
Let's say right now, tactical nuke incoming.
all right, so this is what we have. Can everyone see it?
Not really. Who are these people?
All right, so they're nobodies. We're gonna scroll. Don't worry, we're gonna scroll. Okay, we're gonna scroll. Anime Legends. 10 new items assemble in Fortnite starting October 2022. So it's this wonderful doozy. This character right here is Midas Rex in the middle, which we have, and mind you, Jess, we have at least 7, I think, skins of Midas Rex. He's the only hero turned villain in the Fortnite lore, and he's overused. We thought he died and got eaten by a shark, and then he became back as a mech person.
And then he got a summer bod.
Yes, then he got a summer skin and a bunch of others. It's very weird. And I don't know who these other bitches are. I have no clue who these other ones are. Let's just read it. Golden Gear Midas outfit. Yes, yes. Golden Crash back bling. 24 karat katana. Yes, pickaxe. We've got a golden touch ability. This outfit. So it's probably interactive. Ricochet Rocks outfit. Willberry back bling, Blazeberry blade pickaxe, Glimmer Edge pickaxe, little black bag back bling. What a mouthful! Ready Penny outfit. Look at this. Okay, so they got rid of a They got rid of a big girl a long time ago because her hitboxes were off. And they brought a new one in, so hopefully they fixed that problem. Yes, Jess, don't laugh to that now. I'm not kidding. Her hit boxes, her crit hits were off because she was so big, no one knew where to shoot. That was a thing in early Fortnite. It was a thing. So needless to say, how does everyone feel about this? And I will ask Champ first because I know he's going to rage. And I'll just let him rage first so we can compile ourselves, and then I'll mute him and we can speak.
There you go! Literally fuck themselves! Don't you dare call your bullshit characters fucking anime legends, you fucking pieces of goddamn trash!
But Champ, they are anime. They're cel-shaded and they have big eyes.
Shit! They're anime, they're shit! Bullshit! That does not make them anime.
You don't like the big woman?
Did them in Japan.
You want anime? Let's see. Ranma, fucking Dragon Ball. You got fucking Yu Yu Hakusho. You got fucking...
Okay. Here. If you were to make an Anime Legends pack, what would you include, Champ? And you can only pick 4. You gotta pick 4.
Let's see. Spike.
Yes.
Vash.
Yes.
Yusuke.
Okay, so we got Bebop, we've got Trigun, and what else?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Hakusho, and
with
then
Yu Yu
Sailor Moon,
Hakusho-
right?
Yeah, basically.
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
A pretty easy Golden Age anime, right?
Yeah.
Well known. Okay.
And then, but I just want to say with Yusuke, if you were to buy Yusuke, he would just literally, and you can only do it like at the very beginning, like with the beginning of this series. It's
Yes.
like one spirit gun per match.
Oh, you don't want to? Well, you put it in you put it in an emote, you dope.
Well, still emo, but I was about to make
You
it
don't
into-
actually use it in combat.
I want to have a skin that can kill people.
No.
All
I know
by
what
itself.
he means like a power pickup, and I'm fine with that. If it's like an ability, like the
that's what I mean,
Marvel
like
ones were.
Yeah, like a power pickup.
He would say Monkey DF Luffy and
Monkey
God.
D. Luffy. Oh my
Yeah.
God, no! We will never put fucking no.
Oh, they probably will put it in, champ.
Yeah,
It just won't be in like Golden Age anime pack, like for I don't know.
No.
I don't know how they would do that one.
They would have to do it. They would have to do it modern day.
Oh my God, you're all a bunch of weebs in this chat.
I'm fucking proud of it.
Bob hit it off. He said trash skin. Thank you.
I'm fucking proud of this shit. Literally.
Oh God, you all hit a new low, and Champ's proud of you. Nate, welcome to the stream. Yes. So yes, John, let's get your opinion. I want to get Jess last because I don't know how big she is in anime. So I'm gonna let her compile herself. I'm not even gonna say much when it comes to me. I just want to hear what you think, John. Now that you know.
I'm just really confused, but also at the same time, it kind of makes sense because then they don't have to get licenses. But you're gonna call it Anime Legends, and then not have a single recognizable character.
It's their own characters, mind you. The only recognizable one is Midas, and the only people who know him are people who play.
Recognize him.
Yes, exactly. So only 4-year-olds will know who he is.
Like, I'm just very flabbergasted that they're gonna call it Anime Legends and then have zero representation from actual anime. And I don't watch anime, so I wouldn't have any input on who they should put in.
Oh, another weeb just popped in my. Well, it's a good pick, kitten. It could be a thing. Trust me. I'm sure one day it'll be a thing. Sorry, John. Keep going.
But it's just I don't. I don't. I'm confused. Is all I am because it's not what anyone was wanting or expecting, and they knew what the people were wanting. You know, Fortnite community is a fairly vocal community, all things considered.
And we can all admit we play it, especially since no builds has become a thing. John and Chap and I have played it before when building was a thing. We had to force ourselves to learn to build to keep up with the camping kitties. But Jess came in when no build came in, and I convinced her to play it, and now she enjoys it because it's more of a faster speed. It feels more like Warzone, but a little bit, cartoony version of Warzone, which it can be quite fun. Just the building is what slowed so much of it down.
All these little bitches.
Yeah, well, now, yes. We didn't when we started, that's for sure.
Mommy, why are these guys pub stopping at us?
Chap, you sound like a Fortnite player right now. Anyway, Jess, let's hear your opinion on this one.
I don't know. I'm not super well versed in anime. I consume the content. Sometimes I'm not like that guy.
None of us
are. We try not to be.
But yeah, I don't know. When you think Anime Legends, you're like, all right, it's something that everybody is going to recognize and something that everybody's going to be like, yes, I want to spend money on that or whatever.
Right.
And that's not it. That's generic. Look, I just drew a picture and now
Right.
it's anime.
Even Pokemon would have been a recognizable. Yes.
I was gonna say, give me Ash Ketchum. I would love that so much.
I mean, it would be a little weird seeing Ash shooting people, but I mean,
I'm all for it.
it's already weird that Darth Vader's in a universe with Indiana Jones shooting weed characters while while John Wick is murdering people with cars. It's just strange. So if it's
I was thinking about it, and I think that the whole Sailor Moon being in the game thing, the more I think about it, the more I can see it just because of recent skins with the, magical girl shit. But at the same time, it's, such a disconnect.
Right. Yes, exactly. Bob right here. Okay, Bob the Gamer nails it right here, and this is a controversy I wanted to bring up just subtly. I'm glad he brought it up. Let's talk. How about we stop talking about anime legends and talk about the Batman skin pack, which is out right now with the DC stuff, and the Last Laugh skin bundle. Okay, so found out something about the Last Laugh skin, which has Moi's pretty face, if you want me. But unfortunately, you can't have me, because for some reason, Epic Games has retracted the entire pack. So if you go online to buy it, good luck, it's not there. If you happen to get a code, you're going to have to pay $30 for the whole damn thing anyway, like I did, at full price from eBay or Amazon if they still have hard copies.
Well,
and it's a code sheet that's in a box, so it looks like a game, but it's just a code in the game.
Well, and that's not even counting in the idea of scalpers raising the prices.
Yeah.
Yes, now that's the thing. You'll see. You'll start seeing people raise the prices now. And I just found this out the other day, which now makes it official that myself and Poison Ivy and the Mech Golden Midas Rex skin are now the 3 rarest skins in the game because you can't even purchase them anymore. So,
Congratulations. You're now going to be a rich man.
I mean, I kind of like that I'm a little bit more rare, but it's kind of a shame that people can't even go onto the digital stores and, and buy me and, that pack anymore. I know it was a little pricey, but it went down like $10, I think, last year. So I'm not quite sure why they got rid of it, considering it was a hot commodity. Why didn't just lower the price and people will buy it more often?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. So, very strange.
I mean, come on. At least freaking just lower the price on the last laugh pack, and then, or better yet, bundle the Batman Who Laughs and the Last Laugh pack together.
Right. True. That would be a kind of. There's rumors that they're bringing the whole Bat family in a package later, so they're clearly not done with the Bat stuff.
The whole Bat family.
The Partridge family of DC.
I have no problem with them bringing in the entire family because more skins is more skins. But the amount of characters in that family, because Batman's got too many family members.
No. There's only ones that count, John. They're not going to have Damian Wayne in there. It's just going to be Dick. It's going to be Tim, Barbara, and probably Jason, unfortunately. I thought I shot that bastard.
Well, you did
I beat him.
Damn good job, you dumb son of a bitch.
I know I did it horrible. Jason never dies for some reason, that goddamn
Jason
Lazarus.
Derulo!
How dare you? That's it. Bye. Oh, I removed the wrong person. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Jess is now the I know.
Wow.
It was a Freudian slip.
New co-host.
I meant to. Now Jess can be John, and she can be the co-host. You're fired, John.
Yay! I'm freed from my eternal punishment.
No, you're not done with punishment. Trust me.
No, we're never done.
The way I see it is they're gonna bring more shit. You might as well leave it, or maybe they'll split them up and sell them individually. That's fine.
Yeah,
but the main point here is they advertised Anime Legends pack for almost a year and a half now, and they haven't delivered on any Anime Legends.
You know what they could do with the Bat family? And this would spread it out so they could sell more packs.
Hey, John, are you about to say what I think you're about to say? have a Barbara skin, but then her alternate skin is her in a wheelchair.
That would be funny. That would be funny, but no.
The crippled pack. Ta-da!
She comes with the wheelchair emote.
Even better, the Killing Joke pack.
What I'm saying is you could get like, you know how they usually have like 3 characters in each pack, right?
Right.
You could do the main Robins pack and it would have like the 3 main boy Robins, right?
Indeed.
Gotham Sirens, and it would be like Barbara, Cass, and Steph.
Right.
Weakness on pack shots.
And then you could get like the newbie characters, the new Robins, and do like some of the newer Robins, like Damien or whatchamacallit, Duke.
See, Andrea would buy it. I would too.
And I can't think of a third one, but fuck it. Fuck about and find out.
Right. Joker, which would
fucking hearing Damian Wayne's name?
Yeah, Damien's worse than Jason. Anyway, Joker, which would you think is a better punchline? Punchline or Harley?
They're both the same.
How dare you?
I mean, literally, you could just punch Harley.
Yes, exactly. Jess, do you know who Punchline is? She is an awful imitation Harley that shows up in my Joker Wars comic. She's all purple, and she kind of has like a kabuki look to her, and she's Mr. J's new girlfriend, and she's horrible.
But instead of being the abusee, she's the manipulator or some shit. It's stupid.
They tried to switch it for women power, but it's weird because they just got done on the high horse about how Joker's manipulative and evil, which he is, which I am. That's the point. But then they're like, but it's okay if a woman does it. They did that. They pulled that with her basically, and she wasn't beloved. She's actually.
I don't think that's what they were trying to go for, but it definitely came across that way.
Right. No, it was all accidental. It's horribly written. But
nobody liked her, and she disappeared almost immediately after she came.
Yes,
disgust on my face.
Yeah,
that's her. That's Punchline.
So her background is she's a college student that got in something other where she got in an area where Joker was being kidnapping or taking over some sort of like late night host show or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then, like, she became obsessed with them from there. And
She's a big fan.
And then I guess she got Joker's formula or is trying to recreate his toxin. And wants to do it all by herself. Girl power,
Snore. Damien hit it perfectly. Snore. I have the copy of the comic book. If anyone would like it, I will send it to them. I know no one wants it, but maybe for me to sweeten the deal, I will sign it with my signature, and then underneath I will say, I do not condone this crap, but here we go, enjoy my John Hancock.
Fucking hell, now I can't burn it.
I mean, you could. So, yes, for a good night reading, exactly. All right, so, yes, I just had to get an opinion on that. There's not much to say. Let's just move on.
Move on.
Yes, we're moving on. Netflix, it's a little bit more anime. I'm just getting the anime crap out of the way because I don't care. Chap! Listen. You need to calm down. You need to go rub your fluffy pillow. He has a pillow. He has an anime girl pillow that he needs to.
I definitely didn't think that's where that was going, but okay.
Yes. Yeah. He's kind of like MSK, except MSK is more put together than he is. So yes.
I'm trying to stay calm.
So Netflix announced, and I'm going to show it here just in case people haven't seen it. Netflix has announced that there is a Yu Yu Hakusho old school anime from back in the day is coming into a live action format to Netflix. And I think even though Jess is like, I don't really care to talk about this, you might have one thing to say, because I think we did discuss a certain other anime that they failed miserably at in live action format, and I think it will be kind of a repeat in bad history. But here we are right here. There is the poster with the key characters. You got the spirit gun and all that. Yes, it's happening. I don't know exactly how soon and what format. I don't even really know. It's a live action, but I haven't even really researched to see if it's a TV show or if it's a movie.
It's going to be a TV show.
Okay, so that makes it really bad. Because that means it's more stretched out.
I don't know if it would make it worse or better, because at least with the TV show you can explore more plot, but...
Welcome to the stream, Mason.
Remember what fucking happened with Cowboy Bebop.
Thank you. I didn't even have to say it.
Because I don't watch anime, but also... That's just my theory on it, because I truly hate that they keep wanting to make... the X-Men movies when they work better as TV, because they're long form content, which a lot of anime is.
As long as you make a smart opinion. The first minute you go off, you just say something stupid, we want to mute you.
John, let's be honest, John. Just because it's in a TV format does not make it better.
Oh no, by no means.
Case in point,
do I
Disney
believe
Plus.
That. By no means do I believe that just because it'll be a movie, it'll be better.
Even just like, please don't breathe. I have a day of rest, please. But literally, Disney Plus and Marvel and Star Wars, just because it's on TV doesn't mean it'll be good. It's about how much you stretch over a long period of time.
Uh-huh.
Welcome, Paul. Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Hi, Paul.
Yes, I think, just the whole thing is kind of crazy. I don't know. Maybe they've learned from their mistakes. It could be possible. Anything. It just is like, but is it?
Do you remember the show when it first aired on Toonami when I was a kid? Because it was like one of the... I don't know if it was one of the first ones they put on there, but it was one of the first ones I saw on there.
Yes.
I remember specifically the house and the grade I was in. It was second grade.
Oh, we've got cast pictures. Look here.
No.
There's Zuzuki right here.
No.
I mean, I can kind of see
we've
it.
got... Oh, okay, so they're at least going with an all Asian cast. But as I've said, that doesn't mean anything, because I've seen live-action anime adaptations that are Asian, such as like Attack on Titan and others that are just complete dookie too. It does just because the Japanese are doing it doesn't mean it's going to be done.
Well.
Yes, just because the Japanese do it doesn't mean it'll work.
From a fact that they have done. There is a literal been 2 live-action Yu Yu Hakusho's. But they were both stage plays, and they were done over in Japan. So this shit can be done right, but you have to make sure it's also believable. You just can't half-ass it. You can't have somebody come
Damien makes a really good point here about needing more anime comedies and not these like action-based ones.
Action hero, yes. Well, yes,
as long as they're not life stuff.
As long as they're not more romance bullshit, because anime is also polluted with romance novel shit too.
Yeah,
I think Jess might agree with me there. Jess, as far as you don't, like you said, consume anime in your own time and what you like, but I think you might agree that probably it's a little over-polluted, specifically with the romance novelizations.
Yes, I 100% agree, because
people like romance is fun.
We don't need it. Just give me a show without like the need for people to be in love. Like that sounds dark or whatever, but like I
Yes.
want like an action show. I want like a good storyline. Like we don't need stories that have like one character falling in love with another character. It's not necessary. Just
Would you
give me
consider?
a show.
Would you want a manga based off of a video game that I personally like, Doki Doki Literature Club? Yes, I had to plug it, but
Every
would you
fucking
rather
time.
would you rather have it be a manga as well?
You mean instead of a TV show, an anime?
Instead of an
Well,
anime TV
yes,
show.
because I mean, I would because I don't read romance manga. I would rather the romance stay in the manga for
But
long
it would start off as a
novelization
romance, and then it would start off as a romance. But since they can't literally do any of the jump scare bullshit, they would have to find some way to literally scare the reader.
You need to explain to her, I think, maybe. Do you know what Doki Doki Literature Club is, Jess?
I have like a very basic understanding of it.
Okay. So that's probably all you need, to be honest. Let's just say it's really messed up, and it's about suicidal little girls and crazy maniac girls that just go crazy on you. And for some reason, these simps here, this type of person up here above you,
with
yes,
him.
for some reason, they really love to feel in love they get connected with the girls that want to kill them for some
Like
reason.
the
Because
women who
it's
feel like they
because
could fix the man. Like you
Yes.
could save them.
I can fix
Yes, you can save them.
I can fix them, champ.
No,
I can
it's
fix
not.
him.
it's because they're more. You can connect to it on an emotional level. Like for
Bitch,
me,
what?
I nearly killed myself.
Okay, but you also want to like kill people? Is that like a thing?
Yeah,
that-
that's what's going on. But
That's
worrying. As for me,
Right. Does it make him want to kill people, or do you mean her?
Yeah.
no.
No.
I nearly killed myself. So it's just in a way one of the characters going through what I did.
He means more than a depression level. It's like a connection. Kind of like when Paul and I discussed Joker 2019, that some people attach themselves more to the movie because of, just the right time of watching it. And that does it
That's
for
love.
some people. But it's also kind of manipulative because some of these guys, I'm not even kidding, Champ showed me some of them. There's some people on chat that legitimately have real attachments to these girls as if they exist.
Oh, yeah. It's fucked.
And they kill them each other, or they try to kill you or something. It's a lot of drama. It's
You
very
remember-
high
I
drama.
like
You remember back
I
in, I
like the
think
girls, but I mean, I still realize that it's still a game because I can just go in and learn how to fucking code and that you fucking piece of shit.
Why is that true?
Wait, Chap looks like the type of brony. You know what? You're not wrong, Andrea. And Jess is like, oh no, it's an open punching bag season. Trust me,
And
Jess,
Brad,
this
you
is
fucking
normal
piece
of
here.
shit.
How'd you take your last bag to the little rock you came out from underneath? Fucking
Oh, yeah.
burn.
I
you
love
live
it.
underground, champ. You have no place to talk. I mean, you're literally under the dirt.
So I'm more safer down here. But that's fine.
Mr. Action has your back. Don't worry, Mr. Action. He's not being bullied. He's just doing what goons do. Trust
yeah,
me, he brings it on to us enough.
But I'm personally connected to the game because, like I said, emotional rise. But at the end of the day, I know it's still just a game because I literally had a content creator actually had me because there's a content creator out there that I like, and I started wanting to learn how to code because of that content creator because he's
Because of that game.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you want to explain? Yes, but let's be honest, champ. You literally said that you would like to have a body pillow of what's her face.
It's a high schooler.
I'm not good.
What the hell?
That's an actual child, champ. No.
That's what you think, dumbass.
That's not what I think. That's what I
Here we-
know.
Don't tell me
Here
you
we
know
get
what.
into it now
No,
about who
no,
guess
fuck
the
it,
ages
fuck
of these anime girls
Fuck it.
characters. We had an entire segment, Jess, once where we literally were trying to debate the ages of key anime girls because no one knew, but Chap knew. It was very confusing. Yes. So yeah, that's why I don't like to get into anime because it makes me feel uncomfortable. I like the golden age, but there it is. Oh, he's admitted.
18 is still high school age.
What?
A 20-year-old should not be dating a high schooler, even if they're 18.
Right now, I am going to.
You are a 30-year-old adult.
I don't fucking give a shit about your right here on this damn hill.
You are 30 years old. You cannot.
It's okay, Chap.
This is child porn.
Chap, you knew we were gonna lure you into it. We knew we were gonna get you into this about your weebness, and eventually, roll back.
He's a little pedo baby.
Oh my god. So it's okay. It's okay, Chap.
This man should be in a straitjacket.
He should be in a cell of some sort, I'll tell you that much.
And that's all I have to say. Next topic.
Please.
Because this is going to be a doozy, this one. Plus, it looks like everybody in chat's like, oh, no more anime. Trust me, what pedo alert. Oh, damn. Davius crossed you. So, yes, we're going to get into...
It looks like you're the one who's being a little bit sus right now, you little piece of shit. You wanna...
Oh. I like how you both are pointing at the... I gotta screenshot that for later. Chap, it's okay. I know, but, you don't have to be... let's be honest. You're projecting right now.
I'm already getting a migraine.
Oh my god. Anyway, so yes, the next topic, San Diego Comic-Con. I'm going to ask people really quickly in chat, how many of you actually either attended or saw San Diego Comic-Con Marvel and DC announcements? I'll give you a few minutes while we talk. Jess, you and I kind of talked about this quite a bit yesterday. We're just going to do a quick rundown. We're not going to get crazy, Nerdman's not in here, so we're not gonna have debates or nothing.
I didn't watch it.
I know. That's okay. It'll be your homework tonight.
I'm so over nerd culture. Like, yo, I just.
He says as he still subscribes to comic books.
I don't subscribe to them. Hell, I just fucking. I won't lie. At this point, there's not enough good shit for me to even head to the fucking stores. I fucking go on what are they? The sites to read them for free because I'm not gonna fucking pay for this shit. Half the shit is trash. Literally, that's what's trash.
Chap, is he actually admitting what we've been saying for years?
Yes.
He's actually it's on record.
It's on record right now. I mean, what the fuck?
I have grown so over nerd culture this year and this past year to a point where I am just.
You like this?
I didn't care personally. I don't take these comic book things all that serious. And if you do, get a life. Get a life.
Well, it's like back in high school.
To that point.
Well, it's like back in high school, everyone wished that you could be popular and like this stuff. Now that it is popular, it's impossible to get away from.
Thank you. I think you talked about that, Jess, that the overabundance of the stuff that you can get, yes.
Yeah, I literally, in high school and stuff, I got picked on so hard for being a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was, a super sweet spot where, everybody was into it, and it was fresh, and you could go up to anybody and talk about Marvel, and you were like, yes, this is amazing,
but
welcome.
now it's all anyone ever talks about.
Yes.
It's annoying.
And has an
You can't
opinion
have
about
an opinion. You can't
Yes.
like converse about it. You have to argue about it because it's like so integral to like whoever they are. And it's like that's not the case. I just want to have a conversation. I don't really care about your opinion. Just talk about it.
It's so
Right.
frustrating.
They
Like,
hit the
I'm
nail
not
on the
trying
head.
to argue over something that I've been here for since the start and you just got into, you know? Like,
Thank you. Just got into. Yes.
Yeah. But it's like it's not even that. It's just that like you have to argue about everything these days. And it's like you could just have a conversation.
I just wanted surprise.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just wanted to get the first. I don't care.
Excuse me, sir. This is a Wendy's. That's what I
I
feel
when
like.
I go to Culver's, like there's this one guy, and I think he's a bit mentally unwell. But like he always brings up the fucking whenever I have like a tank top on my fucking X-Men tattoo. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm trying to get my food and go.
But you did put an X-Men tattoo on your
Oh, I
shoulder.
know.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I know.
you did this to yourself.
Yes.
I know that, but like also it's like
This is why
you're
I'm
working.
You're
know?
working, right? Yeah.
This is why my first tattoo is gonna be anime themed because I don't want that bullshit.
No, that's fine. If you have an anime
What's happening to me, champ?
it's fine, chap. If you have an anime tattoo, no one will talk to you because they'll be embarrassed.
They will have a 10-foot stick to make sure that you're that far away at all times. Imagine.
It's okay, chap. I had to get you with at least a couple of zingers. Listen, I haven't been
I'm
on
not
here for a
mad.
month. You're all getting zinged.
I'm not mad. I mean, at this point, it's just like fuck. I'm just used to this. It's just like, fuck it. I walked into that one.
You're not mad, but I am.
I mean, I stepped into the proverbial dog shit.
I mean, I see where Jess is coming from. It is overpolluted. It's just constantly. It's almost like they're not forcing us to consume this. That's the problem. We also discussed this yesterday that we blame the studios for making too much stuff. But
Yeah.
really, we should be blaming ourselves because the studios have manipulated us into thinking because we're a Marvel fan or a DC fan, that means we need to watch everything that comes out. TV show, movie, and read the comics. If it's remotely uninteresting to you, just don't watch it. Be done with it.
That's what I've learned pretty heavily being an X-Men fan, because they put out so much shit. There's so many fucking teams.
Yes.
Like, and not all of them are good, you know? Not for me, you know?
And this is why, for me, I go back. I just like whenever I can find it, especially since they do it on Twitch. I just watch the fucking anime, the original '90s animated series. I'm just like perfectly happy with just having this one team.
I'd agree with you with getting an underrated one, except there's going to be
Yes,
that
I
one
agree with
weirdo.
that one, Mr.
There's
Action.
going to be that one weirdo you're going to get an interaction with.
You'll get nice people that you can agree with on, but you always get that one weirdo who doesn't leave you alone, and then you find you're kind of frustrated with yourself. It's kind of like with me and Rick and Morty. I was a fan of Rick and Morty, but then the fandom ruined the show for me, which is a shame. So I didn't get to enjoy. I literally held off when season 4 or whatever came out, and it was delayed. I was just, that's fine, delayed as much as possible because I don't want to watch it for a while. So I waited till it aired.
Mason brought up.
Since you're talking about Rick and Morty, did anybody see what the multiverse makes? Rick and Morty is going to be in there, and also I found out that shitbag LeBron James is going to be in there. So I can't wait to dunk on that fucker.
Oh, you mean in that multiverses?
Yes, they're bringing in LeBron James and Rick and Morty.
You mean the other Smash clone?
John, I wonder if LeBron James' super ability in that game is falling down and faking that he got hurt. Because that was most of his career.
I don't know anything about sports, but I know of that meme.
He's the super foul.
He's the soccer player of basketball players.
Never gonna be as good as Michael Jordan.
last good Rick and Morty was the Aussie. Oh yes. No, and that's the thing. Like Rick and Morty could have had a longer great run, and I think I don't know, the writers kind of panicked on where the direction was going to go. But this happens with all animated stuff anyway, right? Like
I mean,
popular stuff like Family Guy, for instance. I always say LeBron. I hate LeBron, Mr. Action, because people give him too much credit for being like a great player, but then you compare him to literally anyone else, it's like record-wise, no. He kind of schemed his way to the top, and then he got very anti-America and pro-China out of nowhere.
I hate LeBron James.
That was really weird because he's not even the guy that's always over there with what's his name? I don't think it's LeBron that's constantly over there. That was kind of like our mediator for.
Well, that's right. Jess is a Russia. Uh-oh, I have a commie on my show. Just
You're
kidding.
in Russia?
Yes, Jordan, Mr. Action. Jordan has a more consistent scoring if you look at his thing compared to LeBron.
Plus, he stayed with the Bulls throughout his whole career.
Space Jam versus Space Jam 2. I mean, clearly Space Jam 1 is a lot better. So.
Well, yeah, you know what? I can't believe I'm agreeing with Jess on this. Space Jam 1 is better than Space Jam 2, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's true. But Space Jam really, really, really sucks.
I mean,
it's those nostalgia glasses.
I mean,
it's the nostalgia, yes.
I remember
it makes the 90s look kind of icky. Like, because that entire movie was made for product placement. It was like, here's McDonald's, here's Coca-Cola, here's Bugs Bunny, boom, 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 boom.
Okay, but even then it was more subtle than the second one.
Oh, yes, it's way more subtle than the second one.
Did you guys hear about, I know I talked about this with Joker here once, but that
soundtrack, yes.
How they're going to start implementing ads in like TV shows and stuff. Specifically how they're going to do it with older shows.
Yes, explain that to Jess, how they're changing the ad system.
Okay, so basically they're going to start putting in like actual like, you know how there's billboards and stuff in the backgrounds of movies, right? They're gonna be photoshopping like actual ad, billboards for the product in the background. Now I don't know how certain this is, but I was reading an article on it, and I swear to God, it's the stupidest thing. They're going back to old movies, and the example they gave was in the Rocky scene where he's going up those steps, there's a little billboard tower behind it. They're gonna change out the Pepsi logo for whatever brand they're advertising at the moment.
That's the stupidest thing I have ever heard.
It's interactive advertising.
Exactly.
Sure. Okay, are they gonna advertise something that didn't even exist in that time?
Yeah. That's exactly what they're doing.
And it'll take you out of the film completely. It'll be Back to the Future, and there'll be an advertisement for there'll be an advertisement for Fortnite.
Back to the Future. The time streams, dog.
I want to kill these fucking idiots.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
I'm kind of here for it, but at the same time, it is frustrating.
You're
smart.
only here. Yes.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say John's only here for it because he thinks it's hilariously stupid.
Yes.
That's why.
It's
guilty
smart,
as charged.
It's cool. It's very Truman Show, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But also leave it alone.
Yeah, I mean,
well, I was thinking about it, and it's there's gonna be legit lost art media because of this. They're gonna fuck up. I can see them fucking up some film reel by doing this, and then it's just forever this new version.
Right. Can we talk about what Andrea said? I'd rather watch Eternals and Miss Marvel TV show again before even having to watch Space. You know what? Is that a hot take, or is that are we all pretty much in agreement there?
Honestly, fair.
No,
they're both bad, but
you'd watch Miss Marvel and Eternals over Space Jam.
Yeah, and you guys are agreeing with this?
I only saw Miss Marvel, or I only saw Eternals. I didn't see Miss Marvel. Nope. Take back what I said. Receded my statement.
But You're okay with Eternals, but not Miss Marvel.
See, I say I'm okay with the Eternals because it's a shorter amount of, content.
Is it?
See,
It feels like it was 5 hours, and I fell asleep 5 times.
He kind of thinks like I do. The shorter the torture is, I'm kind of like, I guess I'll pick that one, kind of thing.
Yes, but like Miss Marvel went by faster, whereas Eternals, like I said,
Did
felt
it?
like it was 5 years.
True. Yes,
agree,
it was
Alex.
poorly. She does have a point.
I'm just kind of I have a soft spot for the character of Kamala in my heart because she's like the one one Inhuman that is okay in my books in the comics. So I'm just mad that they fucked her over in the TV show so hard.
Yes. Well, I was gonna say if you like Kamala, you may not like the show.
Exactly.
I love Mike. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here, buddy. I don't know why she doesn't have a beard, but she's officially part of the club. You don't need to have a beard to be here, and you don't need to be as ugly as Chap either.
I should just fully shave my beard and mustache off.
I told Chap that lately he's been doing the neck beard thing, and I said, "What happened to you?" Because
I haven't had time to go to the fucking.
He promised me he was gonna shave the one stream, and he did, and then he came back shaved. And then we're doing this stream, of course, it's been a while. And then all of a sudden, bam, he's back to Nature Man.
I haven't had time to get
It's not Nature Man, but it is giving off very much Billy Goat.
Billy Goat.
I mean, even the teeth,
John's over here with a mustache that looks like a villain from the 1920s, and you're over here, Chap, with a...
That's because that's what I aspire to be. I want to be wacky and cunning like a 1980s villain.
I haven't.
Oops.
I haven't had the time to really get a haircut and a shave.
Everybody's going through their villain arc. I'm over here. I've been in it.
So I think the consensus is we're just sick of. Well, we kind of got off the track of Kamala Khan and the shows and stuff. We kind of went.
I'm going to say this.
The consensus
if you want to do this, just Photoshop in ads for whatever the hell you want, do this with DVDs and all that shit, not with film reels. Because if you do it with film,
absolutely not, champ.
Shut up, John. Shut up.
How many people still use film reels?
Yeah, if you're gonna do it,
I mean,
just do it with the DVDs. I mean, literally, each fucking new every time you remaster.
What about digital? What's your take on that one?
I'm sorry, you can't do that to digital. You can go fuck yourself.
This is why I like it, because it's like me tying Champ to the railroad tracks. I'm truly on my villainous, devious shit. This is my arc.
So, Chap, what you're saying is you want to pay twice as much, which it does cost more, to buy hard copy of a movie like Dune or something, but you're going to pay for ads that you could get for free on cable and on streaming. You're going to pay for it to show up on your Blu-ray.
Not exactly, because here's what...
I'm retarded?
How Champ sees himself versus how he actually looks.
I'm sorry, I had to bring out that meme. You have really triggered me with your logic.
No, but here's the thing. No, what I want done is, you do a trial version in front of a test group real quick, and as you do,
that's what they were doing.
Then if they literally say no or go fuck yourself, then jump
movie.
off a bridge or fucking do the whole neck snap thing with the fucking
Whoa! You can't say that. Save that for your anime game.
You
can't say that.
See, I'm telling you, he's breeding himself into a serial killer.
No,
what the shit?
You mean a serial suicider? I don't think that's the same thing, John.
He's like that woman who got caught getting people to commit suicide and got arrested. No, did you not hear about that?
No, tell me. Why are we getting off track? Go ahead, tell me.
Okay, so there was this. I don't know if it was a streamer or someone, but there was this woman, and she like was convincing people like that. No, you should kill yourself, and got like
What?
a call. No, it's like a thing. I'll have to find it, but it's.
Send me the article. I would be very interested in reading this.
I need to find this because it's honestly
So she was
like
part of
something.
like a 1-800 number, right? Like to convince people not to.
No, she wasn't. She was just like in people's. She'd go into like she'd meet people that were suicidal. I don't know if she was a streamer or what, or how she met them. It's been a minute since I've seen this article.
Oh my god.
And like she'd slowly convince them that life would be better without you. Kill yourself. And then like eventually, after so many like people, she got caught by someone because they found the DMs of her between them, and she got into like I think she got arrested for it. Like because the family sued her for it and shit.
You don't say. I'm amazed by the balls she had to do such things, but
exactly.
I've never heard of this story, and now I need to read the details. But anyway,
It's like that's vaguely familiar, but like
No,
still,
yeah.
like, who does that?
It's literally the worst of society.
It's like I think I'm gonna kill myself. Like, yeah, you super should.
yeah, right. It's just like that's one
I'm
thing if it's a
expecting
joke,
it.
but like for somebody who you don't know them and they don't know you, it's like somebody could take that super seriously.
I'm expressing my opinion here because I'm as frustrated as like John is, and yet if somebody like that just is like say that to me, I
just come into your life. Yeah, I know.
I just straight up and just go beat the shit out of them until they
and then you go to jail.
I mean, I don't.
You're both in the same jail cell, and she still tells you to kill yourself. May not be a wise decision. That's kind of poetic, but
I don't give a shit. As long as I continue to wail down on her, yeah.
oh my god. So I think that with the San Diego Comic Con.
I sent the story to you.
I know we kind of talked about Marvel. We'll just run through the thing. They basically announced Phase 4 and Phase 5, 2 to 3 years worth, and I think Jess and I we watched Black Panther and most of the trailers. I was actually shocked at how good the trailer for Wakanda Forever was.
I know a lot
even
of
being
people
disappointed
are
with the
excited
first
about
film.
that.
Yes, I didn't like the first film. I'm a big fan of those comics. I did not like the first film. Liked him in Civil War, but this film seems like it's directed by an entirely different person, even though it's not. And it's the approach I wanted the first time. So could be
me
good.
too.
But my assumption is that the trailer's really good and that the movie is actually maybe not.
Dog
Yes.
Dog water,
I think
chicken,
that's my
bunny
prediction.
diarrhea.
Dog water. Yes, that's my prediction, champ. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to watch that god-awful Echo show live with them as my punishment for being wrong.
I'm watching it just to see, because Echo is a genuinely cool character, but what they did to her in that Hawkeye show was fucked.
I mean,
There we go.
Joker. If this movie's bad, I will join you on that show. I don't care if it's I will join you.
Be careful what you ask for.
and suffer.
I guess that's fine. I've drug you through enough suffering. Why don't you come along for the ride?
Despite how
I love
shitty the
baby
series looks like it's gonna be, I'm gonna be watching She-Hulk.
I think what? Did you just say you're gonna be watching it?
Yeah.
Well,
I need to suffer through it just because I like her comics.
Is this
And I need to know if it's worth it.
so you're gonna watch? Are you gonna give it
It
like
won't
the
be.
first few episodes?
Yeah,
Just said it won't
basically.
be.
I'm basically gonna give it the first
won't
few
be.
episodes. If I continue to go through it, I go through it. But
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
Feels great.
I agree.
it does. Like-
yeah.
The only reason I'm gonna even attempt to watch it is because of how B-movie I feel like she can be at times. Like, even, like, the movies that she was in back in the day, right? Like, they were trash. They were really, like, horrible, right?
See, this is why I'm glad I have a comic book expert here. He can kind of, the comics the crappy ones I didn't read, he's probably read them. So he can correct us on the details.
I also am curious to see if they're going to do anything with the fourth wall breaking, because that was a big part of her character in the comics.
They show it in this trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, there's a moment.
Me personally, I don't watch trailers because I worry that it's going to spoil some piece, because I've had way too many shows do that to me, shows, video games, whatever.
Too, because
so I don't watch. I stick away from trailers and TV unless I'm like.
John, you're incorrect. Often, especially with Marvel, it's better to just watch the trailers because they normally tell you everything you need to know anyway, and then just don't watch just don't watch the show or the movie. It's free.
It ruins it.
I watched the whole movie in 2 minutes. Done. Next.
That's why I fucking.
Well, it's like there's nuance there that you're not getting in the actual show. And it ruins the plot. Like, Champ's a prime example of how not to do things. Like, he literally will go onto YouTube, watch the dead meat stuff for, horror movies, and then watch the movie.
Oh, the kill counts. Yes, he'll watch. Oh, yeah.
It's like, how are you going to watch a movie like that where the people who die are such an integral part to the, what happens, right?
I may not watch the movie that I'm fucking watching the kill count for. I may just.
That's almost worse.
Okay, boomer.
Because then you have an opinion on something you're not knowing anything about.
I might not want to see the freaking horror movie, John. Ever thought about that?
He doesn't want to be scared. He wants to see them. He wants to see them die, but he doesn't want to put himself in their shoes. That's what he's basically saying. And you know what I have to say to that, Champ?
Get on the table.
No, what I'm saying is maybe this movie doesn't interest me. Maybe that certain horror movie doesn't interest me. So what will I do? Or maybe I just rather watch the kill counts just to watch it for the entertainment value.
Because you're getting ideas, or
it's giving serial killer.
That was a good one. Chad, be honest now. Have you ever wanted to kill me in my sleep now?
As much as with all the bullshit,
that movie's already out,
I do, but then where am I going to go? Who am I going to work for? I ain't going to work for that ugly son of a bitch penguin. Fuck Two-Face.
What, do you have a problem working for fat people who waddle?
Yes.
And people with fucked up faces, because
yeah. I mean, Penguin, I can go into his face and fucking kick him in the balls, and he start fucking rolling like a goddamn bowling ball.
Chab, don't insult somebody who has a similar face to you. Come on now.
At least I'm a little bit more handsome than fucking Penguin.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll make a side by side. He's probably right. I'll make a side by side next. I'll let you all be the judge on Twitter. Anyway,
but
which iteration of Penguin are we talking?
I know that. We'll do it against the ugliest version, the Kurt one in the Batman movie, the one that has the scars.
Okay, yeah.
Just so I can give him a chance,
I mean, yeah, because here's the thing: Penguin has a bit of dapperness to him, and in a way that Champ just doesn't have any appeal. I'm sorry.
Damn,
really don't.
John.
Well, your opinion don't count.
All the characters are gonna get stale.
The fucked up teeth make an appearance!
What's wrong with your face? What's wrong with your face? You're talking. Oh my God! What's wrong with your face?
I had to play that one. It's too. Where'd you go, chap? Did we lose him?
Oh.
I think we. No, he's just gonna come back. I think he's gonna come back with. I think you know what he's gonna do. Anyway, so as far as the Comic-Con stuff goes, I think Chap, we need your opinion on DC. You good? You good?
Have you ever been good a moment in his
The
life?
timing. I'm sorry.
I'm done. You're telling me what fucking actor I may die for this shit.
Chap is currently out of order right now, but if you'd like to wait for him to compose himself. So no, we're gonna. I want your opinion on DC. There is. I know you don't watch trailers, John. Chap, did you see the trailer to Black Adam and Shazam 2?
No.
Okay, that's fine. We're not gonna react to him here. Most people have react to him yesterday. I did my whole thing. I'd rather you guys experience it in silence, but
I am a bit intrigued about the Black Adam movie just because, like, I know that Shazam had decent reviews or whatever. I have yet to watch it, so
here's the
again,
thing.
I have no
The
opinion
trailer
here.
that they dropped was just the same trailer with like a little bit more pizzazz.
And better music, because they didn't have the rap music this time, but that was about it. It was also shorter by 1 minute.
How are you gonna show the same thing, but then remove something?
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
No, removing the rap music was fine.
Well, if it's shorter by a minute, what's making it shorter?
They basically showed more action sequences and less story from the second trailer.
And we didn't even get any story anyways.
Right. Yeah, that's the problem is DC is trying to be flashy without substance. And maybe when we watch the movie, there'll be a lot of substance. I don't think that's gonna happen, but yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
They've said there's gonna be some, like, pretty key characters being introduced there, like Dr. Fate and stuff. Like, I know I've seen some of that.
Is it going to actually matter?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, that's the question. Mason says the Penguin was Champ's past employer. He couldn't hold himself back from those bodacious curves and waddles. Damn!
I know
what you gotta
we
say?
played together on Xbox. You're fucking dead.
I love it. No, that's the question. And also, you don't have a problem, John, with Black Adam being an anti-hero instead of an actual villain? Because that's what they're seeming to do, because it's The Rock.
The only reason I'm not too angry about that is because of the fact that in the comics right now, once again, this is coming from someone who reads this shit, like, regularly. He's been in between at times, and especially recently, he's been built up as kind of like a hero and mentor to some of the other characters.
Yes.
So, and the only reason he was ever, like, as much of a shit heel as he was in the comics was because he was so fucking forlorn over his dead lover.
Damien says it here best. Anti-heroes does not equal hero.
No, exactly.
Which is, I think, the DC problem, right?
I
think someone said that yesterday.
They bring these villains that are morally gray in the tournament to what so-called anti-heroes because they want to reform them. And then they turn them into heroes even after all the horrible, atrocious shit they've done, which you cannot, like Harley Quinn fucking killed a whole bunch of children on canon on Christmas with fake Game Boys that blew up.
It works best.
To be fair, that was my joke. She stole the punchline, but I thought it was funny.
That's true.
But
It's
anyway,
kind of like the time I had the exploding pop rock candy. We'll get into that later. You were saying, chap?
this works. The anti-hero thing works best because Marvel has done it more. Because look at Punisher. What is he? An anti-hero. He will
a serial killer.
Serial killer. Well, yeah,
he's an anti-hero.
He does bad things that you agree with to worse people. So I guess that's the anti-hero line, right?
Yeah,
but Marvel, just because Marvel can do it, chap, doesn't mean DC knows how to do it too.
Yeah, but
unless it's in their comics, of course.
Yeah. but like
Right, Andrea.
with the whole
I hit the roll.
Venom thing.
Yes.
No. At
Oh,
times,
Venom. Oh, don't get me started with Venom.
I'm talking about Venom from the comics.
Oh, okay, not the movie Venom.
Yeah, because I do keep up, but it's in a different way. And I'm not gonna say because John probably gonna get and you can't be doing that.
But my reaction to Venom in general as of late, in the disrespect to the character and also not having Spider-Man involved, has been, well, kind of like this.
Fuck!
That's how I can sum up the Sony MCU, MCU. Oops, I slipped up. The Sony Marvel side of things.
Having
The comics, I can kind of see it because he's been established as a...
Yes.
Is a good way because you may have somebody who is not Eddie Brock become Venom, but
There's been like 1,000 not Eddie Brocks who've been Venom.
I forgot what his name is, but for Agent Venom,
Flash Thompson.
Yeah, Flash Thompson.
Oh yeah, Flash.
I
yes.
remember right. He was paralyzed, and because of the fucking symbiote, it literally helped him regain the ability to
He
walk.
lost his legs. He wasn't paralyzed.
Well, he lost his legs, but still.
There's just so much. That's the thing. There's just so much to consume. And I think I kind of agree with you, chap. It's like you can do the anti-heroes, and yes, Marvel does, I guess, consistently a better job there. But my thing is when you're looking at Black Adam, right, and then Shazam, and you're looking, they're very different. Like one is this like dark poppy, and the other one's like comedic and goofy and cheesy, like the old days. Do you even see them sitting in the same universe?
No,
those films. Like from the two movies that exist now. I mean, look at them.
No, I mean, Black Adam should be like wanting to just go, oh, you're immortal. I'm just gonna fucking pop your head like a zit. Shazam.
Well, we did talk about this yesterday, chap, that Black Adam has beaten Superman. And before, and he's full villain. Fuck you.
The problem with DC's landscape, I guess you could call it.
Landscape.
It's
a really ugly landscape.
Yes, and that's almost exactly my point. It's so contradictory to each area, right? To the point where it's almost whiplash if you go from one area to another. Like we got Super Pets on one end, like the Suicide Squad on another, and then like Gotham in general, right?
Hi, Mr. J. Right.
Like it's like very different. Just to the point where you're like, oh my god, what? You know, this can't be the same area. But, I mean, technically it is. And in the comics it works because there's an easier disconnect and you can kind of tell that this world is cohesive. But in movies, it's just like you see it, you know? You see it like pretty back to back. You can't imagine that area being in the same universe.
Damien, chap, I Superman, you should no soup save my safe city. Me safe city. What is with you making everybody in chat makes Champ sound like Jabba the Hutt?
I was getting more Chunk or what's the big monster guy from the Goonies?
Not Chunk. That's the fat kid.
No, that's the fat kid. I know.
Give a damn.
Sloth.
Yep.
Hey, you guys. My favorite. Listen, you should not compare him. See, Sloth was a sweet, adorable, wouldn't hurt a fly. You can't put Chap in that category. We know he'd do all of those. No.
Push me enough and I will.
I agree. I think it just depends on how they handle it, but I don't see them doing the character justice, which is a shame because we've been waiting for The Rock to play this character for, 10 years?
Yeah.
And the script looks like crap. Some of the effects look like crap. The director's choice was silly. And,
Damien,
there's a lot of problems.
Anyways.
Well, it's like the New Mutant stuff. It's been in production for so long. I mean, things have changed so significantly in graphics and just SFX and stuff, you know? And even the actors. So, I don't know.
Well, as far as the movie, the trailer just could be really bad. The people could be just pushing out really bad trailers. Because it could be like Aquaman's trailers didn't look all that great. And then most people saw it and it made a ton of money and it was actually quite fun. Like Aquaman was fun. And it wasn't like perfect, but it was at least fun. It was way more fun than the trailers. So maybe it might be a thing of that. I don't know. What do you think, Jess? Are you expecting any one of them to be surprise hits for you anyway?
For me, I'm looking forward mostly to Shazam 2, honestly.
Yes.
And then, like, for DC side, Marvel, I really am looking forward to Black Panther 2.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the trailer, it looked somber. I'm here for that. But yeah, Black Adam. Normally with DC, my experiences have been the trailers have been like shit, and then the movies
are okay.
Like are okay, or it flips. The trailers are like amazing, and then the movie is shit. It gives me nothing. I feel absolutely nothing.
I feel numb to this.
There's time. I felt different with the Batman. Well, I thought the trailers were really excellent for the Batman, but they were well made. But I wasn't interested in seeing a new Batman because I didn't think I would like the universe they were setting up. Then I saw the first time, when I saw the movie, I hated it, and I saw it in a really bad setting. Saw it the second time, and I changed my complete opinion on it. Well, I now love it. I've seen it like 70 times because it's so damn good. I think there's more good things in the Batman than there are bad, and that is.
Put me to sleep.
Yes, to put you to sleep, chat. But you saw it in the same condition I had. I bet you, if you saw it the second time, you would change your mind.
You know what I recently found that people are finally looking at?
What?
And this reminded me because of someone bringing up the externals. How fucking racist the comics were.
Oh my god. The original Eternals? What?
Yeah, like the lore behind it or whatever.
Oh no.
Because, like, they, like, canonically have continued to use slave labor and eradicate entire species.
Yeah.
It's the big thing that's coming out with them with AVXV E for the new big comic tie-in that's coming in with the Avengers Externals and the Mutants, is they're finally acknowledging that mutants are actually deviants, like they were suggested to be from way back when, like original. Yes. And they're trying to delete all mutants now. They say y'all are getting too close to godhood. We got to step y'all back. And by step y'all back, I mean eliminate all of you.
Well, but in the comics, they really talked about a lot of those interesting, like, dark history things that we've either experienced in life and in history, or, like, political stuff in a clever way without beating you over the head.
I agree, but it's just
unique. But now they don't do that.
What I'm bringing up here is that it's funny that these people that don't know the context or were around during that time or leading up to now, right, are just finally looking into, oh shit, these guys were kind of fucked up.
Right. So they're now figuring it out.
The point.
Well, it's because people put on Twitter and social media, they can put a spotlight onto it a little bit more. Like, look, you know, I found something you never knew. It's like, no, hardcore fans, we knew about it. It's just,
it's
we
like
didn't see a name to say it.
The big thing that they're pissed off now is because we recently found out with the Externals is that when they die, they have to kill a human being to be resurrected. That's how they get resurrected, is one random...
Wait. So they protect human beings, but they also kill them for their own gain.
Yes, and that's why the X-Men was because they found out a way to, like, circumvent death.
Sounds highly illogical. I mean, I guess, yes, you're protecting more... you're taking out one and like few for many. I guess it's kind of slightly Star Trek logic, but it also is illogical at the same time.
They also explain that they're not a fucking super team like a lot of these people. They're just a fucking society. They're not,
Don't you dare say that word again.
Right?
Yes, we can't say society, please. I'm taking my medicine tonight because last time you said society 14 times in the stream.
Okay, but this time I didn't even mean to say it that way.
Yeah, I know, guys.
Off with his head. Off with his head.
It do be a moment.
Put in the laughing gas.
But yeah, it's just I find that really interesting right now. It's one of the few comics that I'm actually excited to read.
Sure. Eternals, why not?
Not Eternals, the event going on that's tying all three factions together: Avengers,
okay.
X-Men, and Eternals.
Okay.
Because it's putting out some really, it's fleshing out some ideas that have kind of been brought up, like the X-Men being deviants in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not even really realizing it, and then a lot of the other shit that goes back decades, and they're finally bringing it up and putting like a yes and no to some of these topics, right?
Right. Well, I mean, as far as comics, like I said, it all sounds interesting, but it's not something I'd want to comic invest my time in. But I do find it funny that people just now figured out what you just said, John, on the internet as if they discovered something new.
No, you're not. You're not some big scientist.
John,
This has been decades.
It is kind of fucked up, but yeah. So I think as
Not
far as
like they're exploding pop rocks.
I think as far as
Roxy
DC
Cola,
and Marvel,
make your head explode.
I think what we've made it clear that like DC basically announced nothing yesterday. They showed 2 trailers that one they haven't shown at all footage for, which is Shazam, which was kind of nice. That's why I think the general consensus is everyone liked that trailer. We've seen Black Adam trailer. The first one was Dookie. They made it shorter and tried to just speed up the story along, and it was better, but it was bad. It feels like a superhero film from 1999 or 2000. It really does, like the tone. Very basic.
So what you're saying is
action.
So
yes,
what you're saying is it looks like
poppy
Swamp
action,
Thing
yes.
or Man Thing, one of those old movies?
No. Those are at least entertaining, John. And even the Swamp Thing is way more
I'm
at least it had
disappointed.
fun with itself and didn't take itself too seriously.
One thing.
Black Adam's taking itself seriously and doing those silly things.
From what I've
Yeah, it's
heard,
like every-
something is on the level of this little movie. Yes.
You want that again? I see. Yes. You were saying, Jess?
But it's basically like every movie The Rock has ever been in.
Right.
So
Right.
Fast and the Furious.
He's just playing himself.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
the rundown. It's basically the same thing.
the rundown, yes. Well, I mean, the only time he's ever broken out of himself has been in like the movie Be Cool and maybe Gridiron Gang and some of the more dramatic roles that he's good at. He can be comedic and dramatic, but then now he's just like, nah, it feels good just to be Big Mountain Man me in every movie and every TV show ever.
Mr. Window,
Didn't he play, what is it,
Chap, if you're making fun of Dwayne and he comes to your house and beats you to a pulp, don't come crying to me.
I'm not.
So,
didn't he play,
In my mind, I don't give a shit who I offend.
what's the movie called? The Disney animated movie with
Yeah, he was Maui
Yes.
in Moana.
Maui.
Yeah, he was.
oh, I thought
he
you were
was
talking about
good
Super
as Mo-
Pets.
No, I was trying to figure out what the god's name is, because
He's also playing Crypto the dog in Super Pets. So you've got The Rock is playing a super dog at the same time he's also playing a super villain. That's
Can I
not going
just
to be
say
a villain.
that Super Dog is more fitting in a way? I just feel like from the, I don't know if you remember old Super Pets, like the cartoon back in the day.
No, I didn't because it looks stupid.
It was stupid, but if you watch even a tad bit of it, it makes, him playing
for him to be. Yes, right.
It makes sense.
Yes,
I
it's very
expect to see-
strange.
I expect to see The Rock at least bark once in that movie. Just go.
No, they all talk, champ. It's a talking
I
dog
know.
movie.
I'm joking.
It's a very simple, stupid premise. Even you could play a character. It's very
It's the
simple.
Secret Life of Pets, but make it superheroes.
You know what? That's probably the best description. It's super life.
That's because,
yes,
that's,
life of
because
pets.
that's what it is.
Superhero. Yes.
And the worst part is I can't complain too much because these characters do have standing in the or DC universe, you know?
Yes.
Like actual history and standing that is far too much in my opinion because it's there was a weird. It's like Muppets. It's like whenever everyone was doing babies for characters that pre-existed, then everyone wanted their own pet.
Or like when the Smurfs were popular, so they created storks. Like it's a slight change. They just have a tube on their head.
Babies were good back in the day as a cartoon.
No, Muppet Babies was actually considered a good cartoon back in the day.
I know.
But now
Tiny
everybody
Toons.
does a baby version or a, yeah,
I mean,
he's right.
Don't be trying to copy off what Jim Henson did because Jim Henson had the fucking
You're
formula
not-
to do it.
You're not copying Jim Henson. That trope goes farther back than
I know, but
that.
when you
Yes,
know,
true. I mean, everyone's.
and
Most
then
of those
going
animated
back to
studios
the
were
fucking,
guilty.
What? Fuck after.
He's singing the Smurfs theme. Oh dear God. So, anyways, I think in general, you said it best. You know, Jess, you want Wakanda Forever is the only thing that's, and then obviously Shazam. Chap, quick rundown out of the DC things in Marvel. What do you want? Guardians 3, Wakanda Forever, any of that other crap, and do you also want to see Shazam or Black Adam?
I want to see Wakanda Forever because that actually looks pretty good from what I've been told.
You want to see? Do you want to see it because you're a fan of Black Panther? Or because Chadwick Boseman died?
I want to see it because of Black Panther. Even though Chadwick Boseman died, and even though he died, I want to see how they do his death.
Right. I think you'll be, if you watch the trailer, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Because
John, what about you? Are you more excited for early phase? Are you going to wait till phase 5? Do you really rather see the Mutants movie?
The only thing that really kind of interested me, and this is just because I think it's so stupid, but then there's also one that actually interests me, is later on with Coven with that Coven thing with Agatha, because I'm one of the few people I think this is going to be stupid as hell, and I'm here for it.
See, he's like me. He wants to watch the absurdity and just implode and watch the network shut down as they have doomed themselves with Agatha.
The only real one I'm curious about and actually genuinely interested though is the Thunderbolt stuff because I love
agree,
that team.
Damien. More comedies would be nice.
Yeah,
And there's plenty of room for comedy in DC, but I want less comedy for Marvel and more seriousness because they've literally run some of their characters like Thor into the ground by making them jokes. And I would like to see them step it up and actually have some edge again. And I would like DC to bring some of the corniness back and stop doing the edge.
Yeah,
It's
Marvel,
strange how I want it reversed.
You need to find a balance there.
Shit back, Marvel, please. You stop doing the comedy. Yeah, it's cute if you do it in the beginning of a movie, but when you're supposed to get nearing the end, and that's when the action is supposed to ramp up, don't be throwing in little quirks or fucking one-liners or shit like that. Leave that for the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's the Marvel formula, chap. You talk about something serious, then you make a joke about it. You do a joke. If you didn't like it the first time, they make sure they try to hammer it 15 more times until it's forcibly funny, but then it's not. And then they like to desecrate the legacy of something serious that happened in a previous film, like making fun of the snap and the gauntlet and Thanos, and then make it a big joke as if it wasn't a big deal to the rest of the Earth, and then they move on and they're like, let's keep doing that.
I kind of would be like that in real life, where if I just got snapped out of existence and came back, I'd be like, fuck it, we're gonna do something with this. I'm gonna capitalize this because it would be funny.
This is why I fucking relate more to Rocket Raccoon, because I'm sick of this shit. I just want to blow everything fucking up.
Wait, you were experimented on in a lab and turned into a monstrous freak?
No,
I didn't know, Chad.
I can see it.
No, I'm saying I relate to Rocket because he's always so pissed off. I'm getting pissed off at fucking Marvel because they're
Chap, the only thing you relate to is Mr. Plinkett microwaving cats in his microwave.
We'll begin with the spin, traveling in a world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation.
That's Chap during lunchtime.
I am genuinely excited for the Thunderbolts.
Oh, yes, we kind of talked, Jess and I talked about this. Thunderbolts I know nothing about. They kind of educated me on the whole thing. And I kind of interesting, and I like that they're getting more into, like, villain teams.
They're a Suicide Squad, but they didn't know they were one. They thought they were being heroes or some shit.
Okay,
it's a lot of fun.
Here's my question, John. Who is better, the Suicide Squad or Thunderbolts?
Depends what iteration we're talking.
No. Just consistently more. Who's consistently better over their comic history? Who has more better comics?
Suicide Squad.
I think honestly, if I had to choose either one, I'd choose the Thunderbolts because they have more impact on the rest of the universe.
Ooh. Now, Paul was talking about this yesterday. That movie impacts so much for later in the phase that it's supposed to be a big deal, and getting into X-Men and other things, and then
it really will be.
So the question is, do you think they will deliver on that, or do you think they will waste them?
I want to know. I want to just be there and find out because it's too much to stress about. Because it's like I just said they are a very a critical point in the comics. With a lot of shit. So whatever iteration they go, or however they decide to set this team up, it's gonna really affect a lot of shit.
I agree, and you know what? You hit the nail on the head. You just said it's a lot, and that's the only thing I could agree with was you said it's a lot, and it is a lot.
They're never gonna stop! Endless trash!
That's a perfect example of what this might turn into, and it's why I'm not waiting until it comes out. I can't,
Can I get Mr. Plinkett here? What more?
It's too much to think about, so I'm not.
Jess, I'm actually surprised. He's kind of a hardcore consumer when it comes to the comics and Marvel. So I'm actually surprised that he's so down now. But you know what? That proves something, Jess, which is the theory that we talked about many times on different shows, which is I think Marvelitis is officially setting in. People are getting tired of the formula, and I think Marvel might crumble by 4 or 5, and I think they're going to have to do a big redirection.
Well, this is just kind of a controversial statement, but I've always liked the comics better. I've never really been into the movies that much because, I'll be honest, I don't I prefer to read my shit, And then I have to deal with people.
Well, at least you can read, Champ Cat.
Yeah. Well, and then I have to deal with people that are casually coming in. And I'm not saying that that's anything wrong with that. In fact, I think it's perfectly fine. But then they start acting like they were here before,
Right.
They're quoting the scriptures to the old one.
I have been reading this fucking thing. So
he's actually reading. And he's reading Halo. God. Are you proud of him, Jess, since you're a Halo fan?
Okay, but can you open the book and prove that it's not just pictures?
You want me to prove it?
There we go.
What page are you on?
Yeah, what chapter are you on?
I put it down so long ago I had to restart it.
Folks.
You know what? I at least applaud you for restarting it instead of continuing and be like, what the fuck is happening? The whole rest of the,
I've been
story.
reading Contact Harvest.
Oh, okay,
And
yes,
Ghost
yes.
of Onyx.
Well, you and I are going to play Reach for the first time together, so at least I'll get to see the story on that one. Yes, I've never played Reach before, Jess. It's the only Halo I haven't played because people were sucking its dick for the past 10 years, and I was just like, if I hear about Reach one more time, I was one of those. Yeah.
See, my big
I need to
problem
consume.
with the Marvel universe that I think why I didn't get into it so hard like everyone else.
Damien, how dare you? Halo snore.
Suck it.
Damn! He said Halo snore. Well, I think Damien doesn't like action, so he's made it clear.
Yeah, he's a pussy. He doesn't got no balls down there.
I love that Jess fits in perfectly with us. She knows when to roast. See, Andrea, I told you. She just waits quietly, and then BAM! It's more than a zinger. It's like you lit him on fire.
Yeah, like I said in the chat, I'm like a fart, silent but deadly.
Damn. I don't know how. I mean,
Said you're gonna
I'm
get
fine with
burned.
that.
Your nostrils are gonna burn.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap all of this up, everyone. I'm glad that I can have everyone on. Jess, ImperialJess, you can find her at Elegant Helix online. I will put the links down below in this for later, probably about 10 minutes from now, if you want to go check her out. And you can find her on Twitter as well. I'll let you pitch your Twitter handle if you want.
It's just ImperialJess. I
Yep.
mostly just tweet random things. It's a fun
She's
time.
quite funny. If you love The Office, go talk with her. She's a big fan of The Office, and she will meme you all day. It's funny.
The
Yes,
only
exactly.
Office meme I know is the fucking no.
That's the only meme you know from The
Yeah.
Office?
Yeah. And that's it, because on every fucking Twitch stream, somebody has to play, no, dear God,
Yeah.
no.
It is the biggest one, but I'm surprised it's the only one you've seen. John, Hobo Malone, you can find him mainly
Nowhere,
on here.
don't find me.
You can find him here. You can probably find him on Grindr. Good luck with that.
I'm more active on Scruff.
On Scruff. Okay. Well, that's something I didn't need to know.
What?
Champ, you can find the Champ mainly here or on my Twitch stream and obviously on Xbox when we're goofing off. Both of them you'll see because they're often on with me and I'm insulting them and they're doing my bidding and so on. Me, you can find me everywhere.
That's
So,
true. You do appear in a lot of media.
So are you saying that I also am...
They're never gonna stop! Endless trash!
Yes, you are endless trash. You are in every.
Well, no.
Watch your mouth, you stupid bastard!
I know,
Particular, showing you're pretty decent all around.
What the hell?
We live in a society,
Oh,
Tim.
God,
Oh, God!
Get the fuck out.
Okay, bye.
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
Listen,
Indeed, you're about to rub my rhubarb the wrong way.
listen. I that's the one that we don't like.
Every
My
time you
God.
say, I'm gonna bash her in with that crowbar that you used on Jason Todd.
No, don't you... You just said the J word. Anyway, it was
Jason
nice to
Todd,
have you
Jason
all.
Todd.
I loved having you all here. Just thank you so much for coming. You're all welcome to come on again, of course. I think the next time, the plan is to have a very interesting guest on when we're coming on, because this is already planned. And we might have a tournament, because we did delay the tournament last time, and I know people have been wanting us to do this tournament for a while. On franchises, consistent franchises, not comic books. This is mainly film franchises as a whole, and which one is the best consistent trilogy or franchise that has a consistently the best. And that's going to be really heated and interesting because I can only think of one. to be honest. And there's many, but I can only think of one that is still perfect and hasn't been damaged. So
I can fucking keep my fucking rage down for that one.
yes, tune
you
into that one. We will have voting in the chat, guys, for that one because I want to hear your opinions on it as well. If you have any suggestions on what franchises should be in there, you can tweet at me at the Joker's Corner YT, and I will get your additions added in there because it's probably going to take me a week to get it done. So
if you want to give me your freaking little, so I can pass them along to Joker.
Damien, yes, you can give it to me too. Yeah, you can give it to Champ or John or anyone else. He said, seriously, thanks for not raging too much. Thank you.
Get the fuck out, Damien. Get the fuck out.
Damn. Thank you, Andrea, for coming on.
Viewers,
Damien,
who give us the moolahs, the bread, the kaching.
we don't do this for money.
Oh yeah, we do. I forgot.
Anyway, Andrea,
That we don't get paid.
thank you. Thank you, Andrea, for coming on. Thank you, Paul, for jumping in. Jess, thank you. It was nice to have you on. And Mr. Action, always a good time. Robert, thank you. I'm just trying to get everyone in here because I did get somebody who was quite angry with me last time for not saying goodbye to them. So I'm just going to get everybody that I can. That was
Who's
popping in.
mad for not saying goodbye?
Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get the fuck out.
Excuse? Damn. Yeah, Robert, Mason, I already said. I don't know who else. Oh, yeah, Mike. Yes, Nate was in here, and Mike. That was the two I forgot. Nate and Mike, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you all next time. And till the next time, hit me up any day. And as I've said before, toodaloo.
Peace.
I'll throw a brick in your window.